All right, this is Saturday. This is another full body workout, but we are only using bands today. So you're gonna need your big, long band, your pull-up assist band. Then you're gonna need 2 resistances of mini bands. You're gonna need as heavy as you can for your lower body. Then you're gonna need a pretty light one for the upper body. If you don't have a super heavy one for the lower body, you can always double up 2 lighter ones and use that to increase your resistance, okay? All right, so movement 1. We're gonna use our pull-up assist band. So you have 3 movements, 10 reps apiece. All 10 reps equal 1 round, okay? So you're gonna do all 3 of them, then rest, and then come back and repeat it, all right? So your first one is an overhead press. So you can either stand on your band with 1 foot or 2. The further apart my feet are, the more resistance I'm going to create. If you're a taller person, that in and of itself is going to create resistance to you. So you can always modify and back it down by taking 1 foot out, okay? Elbows go inside of the band, abs are in nice and tight. You're gonna push and fully extend those arms up. This is not it, guys, okay? Get those arms as big and as tall as you can at the top. This is your overhead press, okay? When I'm in my overhead press, I'm not arching my back either. I've got my glutes squeezed and I keep my pelvis tucked under, my core is tight, and I'm driving that band over my head with a big reach, okay? Overhead press. Movement 2 is a chest press. Same thing, 1 or 2 foot in the band, just make sure it's challenging for you. Maybe you start off with 2 feet and then it becomes too much and you have to back it down to 1. Completely up to you, but just make sure you're working hard. Elbows go high and wide, press the band out, pull it in, out, and in, okay? Chest press. Movement 3 is a front to back press. I'll turn sideways. So, again, I'm gonna clean it, bring it up, put my elbows inside of the band. I'm gonna press it over my head, then pull it down behind my head, keeping those elbows wide, okay? So that is 1, 2, 3, okay? Front to back presses. So my overhead press, my chest press, and my front to back press equals 1 round. You're gonna do all 3 of those and then repeat them, okay? Movement 2, you need your heavy mini band on your ankles. All right, we're gonna do a little ladder of hip movements. So your first one, you just have 2 movements and you're basically going to increase reps on one and decrease reps on another. So when I'm right here, I got my lateral side step. I'm gonna do all one side first, then the other. And I'm gonna turn like this. Shoulders are back, chest is up, abs are tight, slight hinge forward at the hips, knees are soft, and I'm gonna drive that foot out. And I'm gonna stay on this one side. I wanna make sure I'm driving with my heel, not in my toe, rotating the hip in, okay? Right here. Lucy, watch out. 1, okay? Right here, abs in tight, so I'm in a little bit of a quarter squat on my stabilizing leg, and I'm gonna drive out, all right? So those are lateral side steps. So you're gonna alternate that movement with squat jacks. Squat jack, we just come down into squat and we jack. And again, making sure the whole foot is on the floor. You're driving with your heels. You're not in your toes taking that band out, okay? In my heels, staying low, push through the heels. All right, so you'll see in the PDF how many reps of each to do. Remember side steps, it's all on one side, then you do the other, okay? And your squat jacks. All right, next section is you need your light mini band, So you're gonna take your light mini band and you're gonna put it around your wrists. Our first movement is a lat pull, okay? So I'm gonna turn sideways. Arms are over my head, abs are in tight, tuck that pelvis under, and I'm gonna pull, and I'm gonna think about squeezing and pulling down using my rib cage, okay? So up like this, pull and squeeze, and push those shoulder blades down as far as you can, and then up. And don't let the band, don't pull down and just throw it up, okay? Pull down with resistance, release with resistance, okay? Abs are in tight, squeeze down, fight it all the way back up, okay? Squeeze down and up, down and up. So those are your lat pulls, Movement 2 is this is gonna work on your rotator cuff. So, band on the wrist, elbows are up at shoulder height. I'm gonna rotate my elbows out, rotate my arms over so that my palms are facing the floor. Do not come all the way like this and go into a forward shoulder roll. I don't want you to do that. I want you to stay right here, rotate it back up and in. So it's out, over, up, and in. Out, over, up, and in, okay? That is your rotator cuff. Movement 3 is a bent over row. So I'm right here, knees are soft. I'm gonna bend like it's a deadlift, okay? So knees are soft, abs are nice and tight. I'm gonna push my hips back so that my back is nice and flat, shoulders are rolled back and down, abs are tight, arms come up, and I'm gonna pull that band right to my clavicle. Elbows go high and wide, okay? Right here. So again, come into it, roll my shoulders back and down, abs are tight, engage my lats right where that bra strap hits, hinge at the hips, come out, gaze is staring down and out right here, high pull, okay? Pull those elbows high and wide, just like that, okay? That is your bent over row with your band. All right, last is we have, you need your band, your heavy band, mini band, back over your knees, okay? So we're gonna do a low squat lateral walk. So shoulders are back, chest is high, abs are tight. I'm gonna come down nice and low. I'm gonna drive with my heel in, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 steps equals 1, okay? Then I'm gonna take it back the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that is your low lateral squat walk. You are gonna do that with a squat hold, okay, where you push out. So you're gonna do your squat walks, then you're gonna set it with this squat hold impulses. Those two together equal 1, then you'll come back and repeat it. So you're gonna take your squat nice and wide, abs are in nice and tight, roll your shoulders back, take it down, and I'm gonna pulse my knees out for 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on to 30, okay? So squat walks and squat hold equals 1. Last, some abs. So we have banded bicycles. You can use the light or the heavy band for this. Just make sure it's a good challenge, okay? You want it to be tough. All right, bicycles. So I'm gonna lay on the floor. Again, I'm gonna press my lower back into the floor. I don't have any gap between my back and the mat. Knees come up to tabletop, hands are behind the head, shoulders are elevated, chin is out of the chest, and eyes are staring at the ceiling. And I'm gonna push that band and extend my leg long and low, okay? Just like that. That is banded bicycles. Really important to keep that back down, keep that chin up, and so if you need to hold your legs higher to be able to keep that back down, there is nothing wrong with that, okay? Because what's really important is engaging the core and keeping the back down, because that's what you're working, all right? Then movement 2 is banded knee tucks. So I'm gonna do one side and then the other. Same thing. Legs are gonna be extended, lower back is pressed firmly in the floor, no gap, hands behind the head, chin out of the chest, eyes are at the ceiling. I'm gonna pull my right leg first, so I'm gonna tighten up my left leg, and I'm gonna pull my right knee into my chest, just like this. Okay, keeping that left leg extended the whole time, all right? So you're gonna do all your reps on one side, then switch to the other. And then that is your banded workout.